Hello everybody and welcome to another video with Spartan 086, and today we are on to our first of many videos on the modern military vehicles done by Forces of Valor. And today we're doing the MLRS, the M270. Wee bit of history to the vehicle. It was designed by the Vought Corporation and one of the builders was Lockheed Martin. It was produced between 1980 and 2003. It carried 12 rockets. Each could carry different munitions, but the most commonly carried munition in the beginning was a cluster munition. Different versions had different ranges. The original M26 had a range of 20 miles. The M26A1 and A2 had a range of 28 miles, and the M30/31 had a range of 43 miles. But that also changed with the the Army's surface-to-surface launched missile, which I can't even remember, ATACMS it was called, which was used by the Americans, South Koreans and Turkish. That had a total range of over 100 miles. Not bad. History was that even though it was produced in the 80s, it didn't really see service until the first Gulf War, where it was used by both US and UK forces. Its rockets were instrumental in the shock and awe effect of Schwarzkopf's artillery played in the opening saga and throughout. Obviously, if you've watched the first Gulf War, you'll see that Schwarzkopf's plan was a tactical version of the German Blitzkrieg. He employed massive amounts of air power, his armour and his artillery, and these bad boys were part of it. After this show in the first Gulf War, it was snapped up by a number of NATO members, including Germany, Italy, Greece, Turkey, Holland, Denmark and Norway, as well as by Egypt, Bahrain, Finland, France, Israel, Japan, Saudi Arabia and South Korea. The Saudis probably bought it because they've seen how good it was at smashing through the Iraqi armour. They had to have it. Since then, obviously Denmark, Norway have no longer use it. They have, I think the Netherlands gave theirs up to the Finnish, and the Danes, I think the Danes just scrapped theirs. Not entirely sure. Norway as well, I think they scrapped theirs. They put theirs into storage. There's a possible now, the Lithuanians are saying that they wish to purchase them. Obviously they want to become a key member in NATO, and also with the Russians at the door, they want to provide a good basis for hitting them in any type of attack. It served again in the second Gulf War, which was Operation Iraqi Freedom, or for us Brits it was Operation Delic. Where the improved versions did their job. The MLRSs of the British were part of 39 Regiment Royal Artillery, and they went out there and did their part. Improved versions were used by the British, again part of 39 Regiment Royal Artillery. Obviously this changed over time as Army 2020 came into effect and 39 Regiment was retired or deactivated or put into suspended animation, as the fantastic Ministry of Defence like to say, and the troops went off to different regiments. In Afghanistan, under Op Herrick, it was no longer called the MLRS, but it was called the Guided Missile Rocket Launch System, and had a range of 38 miles as far as I can remember. It was deployed to support the troops in a new type of warfare, where obviously different units had gone. The British had gone with a light infantry, para, commando style force 2, going with 12 mech, and then on to really realising that they needed a lot more firepower. So they bring in warriors and these bad boys. The other countries like NATO that were there, like Denmark, Norway, Canada, decided to deploy the Leopard 2s as well as other systems in it. Overall, not bad. It's a good system. I've watched it be fired on Source Plane many a time, and it is an awesome piece of kit. Obviously the new version, the guided missile system, is a lot better. It's almost like a Tomahawk version getting launched out of the barrel, and it carries different kinds of warheads. It can carry cluster munitions, it can carry thermobaric, or it can just be your usual RDX kind of straight in, bang, explode. The two versions you see in front of you are obviously the 1991 version from the first Gulf War, and this was supposed to be the upgraded version from 2003 Iraqi Freedom. Overall, both of them the same. They're absolutely the same, just a different paint job. No much difference to them. As you can see, somebody's ripped this part off of this one. This was part of a deal I got where I got this version, an Amtrak, 2 Bradley fighting vehicles, and a Humvee for about £24, including postage. It was an absolute steal, and I was over the moon. But obviously, when I arrived and seen this, I was a wee bit annoyed. Can't help it though. As you can see, good version, not bad. Only problem I'd say with this is obviously the rocket pods. They don't really sit in place. If you move it up and down, now it likes to sit in place. Try this one. This one's a better one to do it with. As you can see, they fall straight out the back. So it's a bit of a pain in the arse if you're doing this and you're trying to sit it in for a diorama, or sitting it as a centerpiece on the wall, and every time you look, the rocket pod is out the back. A bit annoying. Overall, it's a good model. Really good detail. From what I can remember watching these bad boys on the plane, it's right down there. You can see obviously as well with the top hatch, commander can pop out. Obviously it's not going to have all the computerized systems that you usually see, but I do remember it having antennas which were at the side here. Sorry, let's start there. You can see there, you can put the antennas there. Obviously I've lost the antennas for, I never got the antennas for this, but I'm going to be doing the old plastic heat, string them up, glue them on the side so it's got antennas, so it gives a wee better look. Overall, this is a good one to have. Waterstones haven't really said much about bringing any of the support vehicles back into the mould work, but fingers crossed they will. If you do get a chance to get hold of these, they are a brilliant one to get. You can see that they did put a good bit of effort into the paint job as well as weathering, etc. on them. You don't really have to deal with this as being like an Iraqi 2003 version. You could even deal with this as being like Cold War series. You know, it's kind of got that kind of West German paint job effect to it as well. It does look great. If you do have more than one, you know, obviously you can customize them and do the wee bit like some of the guys do. But overall, it's a good model to have, and it's a good one to keep. Like I say, hopefully Forces of Valor Waterstones do bring out new versions of them. So we'll end that video there. This is a good one to have, the first of many on the modern vehicles that Forces of Valor did. Haven't decided which the next one will be. Might do an Iraqi T-72, or we might do some of the more basic vehicles such as the Humvee or Amtrak, or might go with the Paladin. Wait and see. I'll surprise you. Anyway, hope everybody's well, taking care. Obviously, hit the like button, subscribe if you can, and keep the videos going. Until the next time, take care. Bye bye.